Hello students, today let us try to understand what are the forms of discourse. Before going to the different types of discourse, first let us have an introduction of what is discourse. Language has four systems: vocabulary, grammar, phonology and discourse. So you can say that discourse is one of the four systems of language. It is being defined as any piece of extended language, written or spoken, that has unity, meaning and purpose. For example, any two short phrases used in a conversation or a complete piece of essay, both can be considered as different forms of discourse, and each form has its own characteristics and features. Discourse types, also known as rhetorical modes, are types of speaking and writing. So what we understand, that discourse is any communication conveyed in the form of written or spoken. Discourse can also be described as the expression of thought through language. Any communication that takes place to share information, ideas, opinions, or to exchange ideas, opinions, information, it is called discourse, and it needs to be conveyed either through the written form or spoken form. I hope you have understood what is discourse. Now let us try to see how many types of discourse are there. What are the different ways you can communicate either by writing or by speaking? So there are 5 types. They are narrative, descriptive, persuasive, argumentative and expository. What is narrative? What is narration? I know you have a very basic knowledge about narrative writing. Narrative writing, everybody knows that it involves telling a story, narrating a story. So there must be a beginning, there must be the body of content, and there must be a conclusion. So narrative writing or speaking involves telling a story about anything that you want to communicate. Next come descriptive discourse. When you try to describe an idea, a theory or about something, you should be able to describe in such a way that the listener is able to form a mental picture of what he is hearing or what is being discussed. So that is called descriptive discourse. Descriptive discourse uses all the 5 sense organs mostly. So you should feel, you should try to visualize that particular idea or thought that is being discussed. The third one is persuasive writing. Persuasive writing or speaking. The purpose of this kind of discourse is to convince the readers or the listeners to change their mode of thinking or to persuade them to take a specific action. Your speaking or writing has to change the mindset of the reader or the listener so that you can persuade them to accept your point of view, your idea, your theory. So that should be the power of persuasive writing. And once they get persuaded or once they get convinced, then it will lead to the action as desired by the speaker or the writer. Next we have argumentative. Argument is put forward in such a way that you have to provide logic, and that has to be supported by facts also. You simply cannot put arguments. You simply cannot quarrel. If you disagree to something, or if you want to prove your point of view, you have to present your arguments in such a way that it is supported by logic and facts. And the last type of discourse is called expository. Expository writing provides a clear information about an issue or a subject or a method or an idea. It is an exposition. It is presenting a detailed information, a statement that explains some things very clearly. Okay, exposition means giving a very clear and full explanation of an idea or theory. So these are the 5 different types of discourse, and you have already understood what is discourse. Discourse is any kind of communication that has a purpose, that has unity, that is very clear, and which should take place either in written or spoken form. So in the next class, we will further discuss these types of discourse in detail. That's all for today. Thank you.